I'm gonna run and get some water before we get started because I just finished a class. How are you doing? I can't hear you. This happened to my computer one time and it told me that I had too many other tabs open.
And all right, can you hear me now?
I hear you now, yeah.
What the hell is going on? I have to unmute it and then mute it again. There's like one window open. Actually, it's the window I'm in, so I'm not closing that. So
yeah, it gave me that message and I had like only the internet open, which was how I got on. And then once I closed the internet, it was better.
it's strange.
Just like I have the internet open all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I did want to look to make sure they didn't have like a Fortnite window open or something, because they use this for Fortnite sometimes.
How is your knee feeling?
It's better this week.
Mm-hmm. How did it feel after last class?
What? Okay. All right. It felt better after a class or rehearsal yesterday, but I also didn't. So when she had us doing it over the ballet dance over and over again, I marked it like a few times. I didn't go full out. Mm-hmm. So I think I probably just overdid because there's a lot of plieing and jumping in it. So I think I might have just overdone it. And I think when I do my like 2 hours of tap on Thursday between the class and the rehearsal, I'm going to wear my knee brace just to support it. Mm-hmm. So, but I think I'm okay today.
Mm-hmm. What kinds of jumps do you do in the piece?
So it's like petite allegro like stuff. So tombe, pas de bourrée, glissade, pas de chat. Mm-hmm. And then at the end on the other side, it's an assemblée. Then we do tom de cuisse, mm-hmm. which, you know, it's plie and then jump back. And then we do the sauté arabesques in a couple spots. So.
Okay, I'll put some stuff in today that will help like strengthen for that.
Yeah. So it's just that it's there. I'm not sure that I would trust myself to, as I loved leaping. I love it. Mm-hmm. I would not trust myself to do it right now. Mm-hmm. A little bit nervous about doing that. So I was always the one that wanted to do the big jumps in class, like across the floor. And if given the opportunity, I would probably say not right now, mm-hmm. which is hard, but I'm not sure my knees are ready for that yet. My knee. Yeah. Maybe on the left side. I could do the left side.
We'll take it easy. We won't do any grande allegro. Okay. Let me find my ballet music.
You have a splinter?
Is this a splinter?
No, that looks like it's a cut. Jason,
It really hurts.
can you come upstairs and take a look at this and make sure there's nothing in it? It looks like he got a little cut on his hand. Keeps telling me it's a splinter.
Dad told me it was splinter.
He did?
Yeah. This thing.
He says he has a splinter.
It's a splinter. It's a blister.
Okay, go up there. I'm in the middle of class.
I don't know, but the whole hand's gonna have to come off.
This is why he comes to me and not his father. She already just said, he said, well, the whole hand's gonna have to come off now. Really?
It's what he wants to hear.
Yeah, you must be torture the children.
All right, so we're gonna start off with a little warm up, just facing whatever we're using as the bar. So kind of far away from it. We're gonna bend forward and flat back, and you might need to take a few steps away. And plie, and straighten, and plie, and straighten, and back up. And one more time, hanging forward over it, and plie, and straighten, and plie, and straighten, and back up. So it's going to be down, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 2, down, 2, down, and up, down, and coming back up. Then we're going to do stepping towards the bar, stretching our calf back, and reaching away from our back leg, and come up, and stepping towards, and back leg, and reaching away from our back leg, and up, and back. Okay, so I'll talk you through it, but when you're sliding this leg back, try to bend your torso sideways so that you can get more of a stretch. So pelvis kind of under so you can get the stretch here, and then kind of leaning sideways so you can get a whole stretch all the way up to your arm. Okay? All right. Here we go, standing a good distance away from your bar. 6, 7, 8, and forward for 2, plie, for 2, and straighten, for 2, plie, for 2, and straighten, for 2, and up, for 2, and forward, for 2, plie, for 2, and straighten, for 2, plie, for 2, and straighten, for 2, and up, for 2, and stretching, and up and away from your leg, and come up, and feet together, and stretching forward, and away from your leg, and come up, and feet together. Good. Okay. So just to stretch our back out, nice, making us feel nice and long and ready to move. So feet in first, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just gonna do plie and straighten, plie and stretch up and grand, plie. If you're feeling up to it, 7 and 8. Then we're gonna cambre forward, 2, 3, 4, and rise. Lower, tendu, arm down, and demi, and straighten, demi, and up, grand, plie, 7 and 8. And stretching up and into the bar, 2, 3, and up, 4, rise, lower, tendu, 2/3, getting our legs used to the idea of crossing, using our adductors. demi, and straighten, and demi, and straighten, and grand, plie, 7, 8, reaching up and away from our bar, really trying to get a stretch, not just making positions, and rise, lower, squeeze our legs to fit, demi, and straighten, demi, straighten and reach, grand, plie, 7, 8, arm down, arm up, cambre back, just as much as you can bend your upper back. If it doesn't go very far, that's fine. Just make sure you're not pinching in your lower back. And then rise, lower, tendu, back to first, and take a balance, and then finish. So I like these arms for demi-plies because they feel like breath to me. So nice deep breath here, and then in, and it comes back, and breathe in, and then here really feel like it stretches up and suspends before it goes down, okay? Like a roller coaster hovers before it drops, or anything hovers before it drops. Hover yourself and then go, thinking about the quality, because quality of movement isn't just about how it looks, it's also about how your body builds the muscles, and your body will like it better too. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Here we go. I'll do the first side. 7, 8, and breathe and reach. And up before you go down. And forward. Rise. And breathe and reach. Stretching up, you just make it before you have to go down again. And up and into the bar, stretching for as long as you can. And rise. To third. And stretch. And away. And rise. Squeezing our legs across, using our inner thighs. Arm down and up, using your core to support your spine. And balancing first. And whenever you find your balance, you can finish. And we'll go straight to the other side. Seven and 8. gonna do from first position. 5, 6, 7, 8. Rise up, turn in, turn out, lower, down, tendu, and plie. Straighten. Rise up, in, out, and down, tendu side. First plie and straighten. Just that en croix. Lower down, tendu back, plie. And then we go side, in, out, lower, down, tendu to fifth, and straighten. Then we do the same thing from fifth. Out, lower, down, tendu, plie. Up, in, out, lower, down, tendu, plie. Up, in, out, lower, down, tendu, plie. Up, in, out, lower, down, tendu, plie. And then we're going to balance in Susu at the end. Any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Said Susu at the end.
Mm-hmm. So
After we
the
just-
other ones
so
are
at the very
working
last
fifths.
plie, at the very last plie, we just Susu up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So just bringing one foot to the other. You don't have to do like a springing one where 2 feet come because it's only
Okay.
the second combination. Yeah. Working fifth for all the other ones. My students hate this one because every time they lower back down after they turn their legs out, it makes them sad.
What? Why?
See what their turnout is really, because they all stand at these first positions like this.
My expectations aren't that high.
So just make sure you're not fudging it at all, okay? What they like to do is 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot really fast as they come down. Mm-hmm. Good.
Okay. All right.
All right. Here we go. Feet in first. 7, 8. Up, in, out, down. Tendu first. Plie, straighten. And we'll go straight to the other side. I'm gonna do this side too. 7, 8. Now keep using all that work that you were just using to turn it out. Doesn't go away. I kill you?
It was, my legs were burning near the end of it. It was definitely working my legs hard. I was like,
Your
man.
knees.
No, it's my knees are fine.
Okay, good.
It's mostly my calves and some of my thighs.
Mm-hmm. Your
Just doing the
backs of your
elevate.
legs or your
doing,
fronts
the
of your
elevate
legs?
and, like back in here, like I can feel it from all the elevates, and then when I'm twisting, I could kind of feel this was trying to get tired too. I was like, oh man.
Good.
So I think it did what you wanted it to do.
Success. We'll go in 5th position. 5, 6, 7, arm to 5th. And 1, and 2, and demi, and in. And 1, and close back first. 1 and 2, and demi, and in. And back, and 2, and demi, and in. Inside leg, and inside leg. And back, and 2, and demi, and in. Side, and 2, and demi, and in. Front, and 2, and demi, and in. Back, and back. So really focusing on rolling through the feet. That's the focus of this combination. And then finding that relaxed moment where your toes do nothing and then toes push back. Toes do nothing and then toes push back. Okay? So toes don't have to work at all to come in. Everything is just pushing into the floor. So we're not using our quads to pick up our leg to tandu. We're using our inner thighs and hamstrings to push into the floor, and then using our feet to point in opposition. And then at the end, we're going to balance in sur le coup de pied on flat. If you want to rise up and balance on releve too, you can. So just feel that out for yourself whenever you want to. You can rise up to releve. If you never want to, you don't have to. And then when you're ready, you can finish.
Okay.
In, toes and in, side, 2, toes and in, back, 2, toes in, front, in, back, 2, toes and in, side, 2, toes and in, front, 2, toes and in, inside leg, and sur le coup de pied balance. Good. Make sure you're not jamming back into your standing gait.
Yeah, I think I needed to pick up. I think I kind of lost. I kind of fell backwards almost as I was falling. So I'm not sure if maybe my core was deactivating or something.
Yeah, think about using your abs to pull your ribs towards your pelvis.
Okay.
That's where they connect.
Okay.
We'll go to the other side. 7, 8. Toes and in. Trying to get our toes to relax. Give yourself a foot massage with every tandu. Find all of your core here. Everything working where it needs to be, and then nothing changes when you rise up. Good. So, I am of the school of thought that when you're standing on your standing leg, it helps to be on the ball of your foot already. Some teachers will say to put your weight in all of your foot, and especially when you know you're gonna have to go up soon, find the weight in the ball of the foot here while you still have the safety of the heel being down. And then when you go up, nothing will have to change. It'll already be where it needs to be. But like for when you're standing regularly and doing all your tendus and stuff, stand wherever you feel like is best. The idea is if you stand in your heels too much, your quads will start to activate, and if you stand in the balls of your feet too much, your hamstrings activate. I like my hamstrings activating, but it's a personal decision. Okay. We did both sides, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna go dégages 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, and shift and 1 and 2. Move the arm and 1 and 2, and shift and 1, 2. Move the arm and 1, 2. Shift and 1, 2. Move the arm. Plie, passe, plie, passe, plie, and repeat back. When we repeat to the back, try to do it without the bar. 1 and 2, and shift and 1, 2. Move the arm. And 1, 2. Shift, 1, 2. Move the arm. And 1, 2. Shift, 1, 2. Move the arm. And passe, change, hold. Then we're going to go passe for real and take a balance in passe. Same deal. If you want to rise up, you can. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay? So 1 and 2, and shift and 1 and 2, arm. And then front, side, back. Instead of doing the side again, you're going to do passe, change, and hold. And back without the bar if you want. Let's check the music. So it's going to be 1, 2, shift, 1, 2, and arm. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. 7, 8. 1, 2, shift, 1, 2, arm. Side, 2, shift, 1, 2, arm. 1, 2, and foot pushes. That's what initiates your leg lifting. And passe. Same thing for the back. 1, 2.
I forgot the passe. Sorry. I got lost where I was at. And I think I forgot the passes. I think I did the side. Because I was thinking, what were you saying about the foot? Because right when you said that, that's why I was trying to do that to the side, and then I was like, oh crap, I think I missed something.
So just like we talked about, like the tendu pushing off, so same thing when you're shifting here. Make sure it's not the hip lifting or even the thigh inconspicuously lifting without your hip picking up. It's the foot pushing off that initiates it.
Okay.
So the only thing that this region is doing is stabilizing. It's not lifting here at all. It's just stabilizing and making sure that you're not lifting the hip. Because if you did just push off without holding anything, this hip would pick up. So all you have to think about is this hip going down and your foot pushing off. Yeah, and it works.
Yeah, so making sure you're shifting your actual weight instead of just using your legs to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And when you're done the back on the first go round, you close. It's passe, close, passe, close. That's the part I missed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think I'm good now. Had like a moment.
It was all an elaborate scheme to try to mess you up.
I don't think so. I don't think it's that hard to do.
7, 8. 1, 2, shift, 1, 2, arm. 1, 2, shift, shift, 1, 2. That looks better with the hip. 1, 2, and foot, foot, 1, 2, arm, and passe, passe, and reverse.
Halfway through that, I realized I was supposed to let go of the bar too.
It was optional, but yeah, and the reverse to make
Okay.
sure that when we're shifting, we actually know where our weight is.
I'll try to remember that too on this side, but there's no promises.
Okay. When you do passe, one thing that I like to think about in passe that makes it so much more fun for me is the tactile way that it draws up the leg. So I learned passe through sur le coup de pied. That's how my teacher liked it. But even if you do it not through sur le coup de pied, like people say draw a line up your leg, it really does. Like it should touch the whole way. Mm-hmm. And even in the back. And not only is it fun, but it also, like when you're doing a pirouette or something, a lot of the times we're coming to our passe in a not very efficient way and it throws us off more than we realize, even if it's just like a little whoop. Drawing it up keeps your center of gravity, and I mean obviously your hips aren't gonna like go crazy just because you did that, but it just keeps everything more in the center and it helps you think like you're all one cohesive thing spinning around, you know?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Left side. 7, 8. 1, 2. Shift. Shift. 1, 2. Arm. 1, 2. Shift. Shift. 1, 2. Arm. And back. Back. Foot. Foot. 1, 2. Arm. And tactile passe. And tactile passe. Feel the rotation on the standing leg working. Yeah, one of the reasons I always make people do this thing where they find the balance on flat and then rise up is because they can see how clearly this leg and your hips like to crank in, which means that when you're standing on flat, it's not holding your turnout, it's just parked there. So it's active when you're on flat, and then it stays active when you rise. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So passe again. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and off the floor, side, back, and close, and passe, and passe, passe, fondue back, rond de jambe, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and off the floor, side, front, close, fifth. Then we're going to do circular port de bras for 8 counts, reverse the circle for 8 counts, passe, attitude, derriere. So it can be as low or as high as you want it. Just make sure your shoulders are right on top of your hips. So if you don't have a mirror, which most of us don't now, you can take your hands and feel for this if you need to.
See if I can push it back. I don't know if you'll be able to see more of me or not.
Yeah, I can see you fine. It's just your head.
You don't need to see my head, do you?
I just want to correct a comma.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll tell you if your ribs are shifted. But if you, for any combination, if you want to use your hands for like cues to feel anything, go right ahead. And then arms in fifth. When you're finished, just extend, pas de bourrée, and be done. Okay. Any questions?
We start with 2 passes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just and then we passe out to
Passe,
start the,
fondue, rond de jambe. Mm-hmm.
all right.
Third one goes out.
That's going to be this part I mess up if I mess up anything, I think.
I
The
always
rest
do that.
So
I hate it when people start a combination that's not something that like is the combination. Like starts rond de jambes without a rond de jambe, starts petit allegro without a glissade. It always throws me off. I'm doing it a lot today though. Okay, here we go. 7, 8, and passe, and passe, and passe, fondue, and rond de jambe. Look at your hand, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and off the floor, side, back, close, and passe, 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 fondue, rond de jambe, and look over your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, off the floor. And circle down to corner 3, side 4, corner 5, back 6, 7, arm across, and 1, back 2, corner 3, side 4, corner 5, down 6, 7, and up, and passe, attitude derriere. Yeah, those are nice and square. Square rings. Good. Nice. So whenever there's slow moments in a combination, make sure nothing stops. So in this fondue rond de jambe, there's like a little pause, but there's not a pause for you because you keep moving and moving and moving. It's like a sustained note. So again, it's not just a visual thing because it's going to change how you're using your body too. Your body likes movement. It doesn't like to go like and stick. It likes to grow and grow and grow and grow.
okay.
Okay. And other side. 7 and 8. Good. longest point. Nice. So whenever you're in an attitude or an arabesque, your pelvis is only tipped as much as it has to be. So you were pretty good when you were in your attitude, and then when you stretched out to arabesque, your pelvis went back and you started to fall backwards a little bit. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I did.
So it's even harder to keep your pelvis up in arabesque. But I kind of like it because it turns this feeling of like my back is really crunchy and I don't like this to like this feeling of, oh, I'm like trying to get a stretch in my hip flexor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Ballet is a lot more pleasant, I think, when I'm looking for a stretch in a position. Because I used to just think about, I'm going to grip every muscle in my body and then I'll be right. But instead of doing that, thinking about what's stretching here, my calves and my Achilles, what's stretching here, my upper body, I can feel a stretch. And I'm personally tight enough that I can actually feel a stretch in all these positions. You might not be, but instead of looking for
I'm pretty, yeah,
look for what's stretching.
age has made me a lot tighter.
All right, so we did both sides of that. We'll do facing the bar. We're gonna go feet in first position. I'll show you this way so you can see better. So we're gonna go plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie in coupe, plie in attitude, plie and arabesque, plie and straighten, plie and releve, plie and releve, plie and releve, plie and releve, plie releve in coupe, plie releve in attitude, plie releve in arabesque, plie and straighten. So that can be low. And if you don't feel comfortable doing the releves, you could just do a plie straighten. That's also good work.
Okay.
Do you have the combination though?
I think so.
Okay.
You're just doing it in first, right?
Hmm.
Just in first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then coupe, attitude, arabesque, and first again.
Yep.
Let me check the music. Nope. Let's do in fifth position, 5, 6, 7, wrap, 8. We're just gonna do demi, out, attitude, in, and frappe, and frappe. So it's like what we did last week, but half. Demi, out, attitude, in, frappe, and frappe. Demi, out, attitude, coupe, and frappe, demi, out, attitude, wrap, frappe, coupe back, frappe, and wrap.
So, okay, so I have a question. So it's semi, do you do out and then attitude in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
the attitude's on
I
the way in.
I might have been doing it backwards last week. So it's demi, out, attitude in, frappe. I'm assuming that's because when you want us to bring our leg in, our turnout needs to say turned out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the part that people lose is on the way back in.
Yes,
So that's the purpose of the attitude.
Okay, so we're just doing that en croix. And
And
that's
then
it?
at the end, we'll take a balance and attitude front.
An attitude front, okay. All right.
Let me find a good tempo.
All right.
Is that good?
Yep. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure yet.
Good. Okay. We'll just go straight to the other side.
Okay.
Here we go. All right, that's all for bar. We're gonna take a little 2-minute break or so, get some water,
Okay.
whatever you need, stretch, and then we'll do center.
Legs hurt.
Okay, so if you're all ready, we'll start with some grand battements, and similar to last week, we're gonna start with our right foot front and do front and side, and then move to the other side. Okay, so you can like hug your wall. 5, 6, 7, 8 gramba ma, and close gramba ma, and close, passe, close back, and side, and close, side, and close, passe, close front. Then we go brush, pique susu, brush, pique susu, brush, pique susu, hold, and passe. Down, you can do a single pirouette if you want to, or just another passe. Hands in front.
Check to make sure I'm turning this way, correct?
And the leg lands in front again.
Land in front, okay. All right.
We can go batma, and passe, and change. Batma, and passe, and change. And brush, 2, and brush, 4, and brush, 6, and passe, or pirouette.
Okay. So one passe and then one pirouette. Okay.
So the pique susus are slow, the passe is on the faster side, the passe and the pirouette.
Okay.
So give you a nice grounded preparation and feeling of this one-legged brush. Grounded one-legged brush. So what I see a lot for this kind of thing is that people get so excited to go that they couldn't sit here if they wanted to. And usually we have a lot of weird habits for like soutenu turns and pique turns across the floor that involve this standing leg going this way. So that's time to find this knee back, everything where it's supposed to be. And the problem with it's not just like that it's a habit, but also the habit is that the power comes from something that's messed up like this, right? So yeah. A lot of people have to rediscover their power all over again if they do have a habit of doing that. All right, let's find a good tempo. Just a mark. Nope. Okay. And here we go. Which knee is your injured knee? I was wondering if it was that one. Because I did see, and I'm not sure if it was just the angle, but I saw on your one knee, it was really good when you were here and nothing changed as you pushed. But on this knee, it was here. I'm pretty sure I saw it go in a little bit as it went to push.
As I pushed off? Okay, let me see.
But it could have just been the angle.
I don't know, it's going to be hard for you to see. it wiggled a little bit when I did it, now that I'm paying attention to it.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know, maybe if I do it, can you see it better if I do it this way or this way?
Yeah.
Maybe this way.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that was better that time.
Yeah, okay,
Mhm.
all right.
Yeah, and like because the power comes from that, it always like tries to sneak in if you do have a habit. Like if you're all good and then the second you tell your body to go, it'll go the way it knows how to go. So that's
But push off before I do that.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's do an adagio. There's gonna be more of this one-legged plie in it. Spoiler alert. So we're gonna do demi plie and straighten, and enjoy it this time. Straighten, and then we're gonna take our arms to second as we fondue, passe, close back, and fondue, passe, hold. And then we're gonna promenade en dehors, lift, close back, and tombe pas de bourrée to go to the other side.
Am I doing, I didn't do, something I didn't do right. Did I not do something right, or was I always opposite of you?
Let's both do it with, you do it with your right leg and I do it with my left leg, okay? And then
Okay,
we'll
so
see
my
what
right leg
happens.
is in. Okay. Yes?
Is that your right leg?
Or do you want
I
me,
don't know my right from my left.
that's the problem, like, I'm trying to figure out like which way I'm supposed to go. So I may be going opposite you the whole time and just didn't realize it. Okay.
Okay. So you have your right leg.
Yes.
Okay. So right arm and left arm. And fondue, passe, arms stay open, and close back. And then left leg, fondue, passe, and we promenade on
So-
the or.
Before I go anywhere, I'm going that way,
Mhm.
right? I'm doing that this way.
Mhm. And
Okay.
lift it, close back. Now
Close back.
pick up your right leg and pivot to this corner and go tombe pas de bourrée.
Okay.
And you can use the tombe pas de bourrée to adjust yourself if you need to. So it goes front arm and back arm and front leg and back leg and promenade towards your passe leg, lift, close back, and front leg, we pivot towards our front leg to tombe pas de bourrée. Any questions?
You might want to call out the steps.
Okay. You
Just
don't
to-
need me to do it with you?
I'm not sure. Okay. I'll see how it goes.
Okay. Let's find something slow and pretty. Seven, 8, and plie up, plie and up, front leg in, back leg in, and promenade, and lift, and close, and tombe, pas de bourrée, other side, and front arm, and following it, and turn over your head, and fondue, passe, and fondue, passe, promenade, and lift to close, and tombe, pas I would like to do this again since it's short and sweet and not painful. So good using your head on this. I think I like it so much because it's so natural the way we look here and it turns it all the way to the other side. Everything about it is fluid. It's like your head's making a figure 8. It's a smooth turn over to the other side. And then from here, fondue passe, that look good, arms stay out, and then brush down and up. Think about it like a circle going this way. So it goes down into the floor, up and in, and down into the floor, up and in. And since you're so used to staying on the ball of your foot, this should be no big deal. But this is the corner that gets people with balance. So after you've made about half of a turn, keep in mind you're gonna have to adjust because it's like you had your weight over here and then suddenly you spun yourself around, and that's when people are like, whoa, my weight is somewhere different than I thought it would be. So just be proactive about that. Tell yourself after the half of a turn to be aware of where your weight is.
Okay.
And then from here, this tombe pas de bourrée is an adagio tombe pas de bourrée. So you don't have to point your feet in between since you're on demi point. You can slosh your feet into the floor. It's acceptable.
Okay.
So here, this foot needs to be pointed, and then that foot needs to be pointed. And then once you get to susu, they can just slide.
Okay.
Make it look nice and smooth and squishy.
Okay.
So smooth head transitioning, and then circular on the envelopes, and then after half of a turn, tell yourself to pay attention to where you are, and then sliding feet on the tombe pas de bourrée.
Okay. Oh my
That's all
God.
I'm saying, but
Okay.
you got it.
Okay.
I'll call it out. 6, use your breath and have fun. And arm and turn your head up and circular brush up and in, out, up and in, and promenade. Now be aware of where your weight is. Good. And lift back and tombe, sliding your feet. Good. And arm up and turn gradually. Good. In circular motion. Down, up, and promenade. Pay attention. Good. That's it. And lift. And tombe. Pas de bourrée. Good. That was a nice pas de bourrée. Did you feel like how fluid it was?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So last few minutes we're gonna work on jumps, but we're not gonna jump, okay?
Okay.
Feet in first position, we're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8. Plie foot and plie down. Plie foot and plie down. Plie foot and plie down. Plie foot and plie. And foot plie. Foot and plie. Foot and plie. Foot and plie. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know it looks funny. But just focusing on rolling through your feet. Let's find a tempo. Nope. So focusing on building habits for your jumps. So rolling through your feet on the fast ones. That's the main focus on these faster ones. And then knees, obviously, always. And the other one is how you get in and out of your plie. So it's not bum, 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 which you're obviously not doing. But as much as you can give yourself resistance, your body will appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 7. Okay, now we're gonna do 5th position. Okay, so plie change. These ones all move back. Then we go forward and forward and forward and forward and back 2, 3, 4, front 2.
Okay.
I just like want to choreograph some ballet where there's a bunch of gremlins that run around. That's all I can think of. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna mark petit allegro. Okay, so I had a teacher who would do this with us, and it's like we would mark through the exercise and then we would do it. And I always found that it really helped catch where you want to do something weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thinking about positions, thinking about rolling through your feet the way you're supposed to, knees back the way they're supposed to, building all those habits, making it stronger so that the temptation to do something weird and push off of your foot from a not so good power source is less likely. So we're gonna go left foot front in 5th position. I'm mirroring you. And we're gonna go glee side, jete. Glee side, jete. Glee side, ensemble. Glee side, ensemble. So we're just gonna like brush releve into susu.
Wait, are you going releve?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see it. Okay, so in the ensemble, we're releveing up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's like a releve, squeeze into susu, and then land.
Okay.
So we make sure we get the assemble before we go down. So does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Tempo is good.
Yep.
Here we go. Yeah. Let's do it once starting on the other foot. And shake it out. Do you want to try it for real one time on each side?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. How's your knee feeling?
It feels okay right now.
Okay. Here we go. I meant, did you want to try it with a jump?
I can try it.
Do you want to try it though?
Yeah, I can try it. I mean, I did the jumps yesterday a little bit, and it went okay.
Okay.
Let me give it a try.
Okay. Good. That looked good.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. Didn't hurt.
Let's do it once, starting with the other foot, even though it reverses itself.
Okay, did you want me to just do like the plie part first, right? Or just jump?
Jumping,
Okay.
if you feel up to it.
Yeah, I think so.
Last thing.
That felt a little better.
Okay, good. All right. We're just gonna do a reverence then and be done.
Yeah. Okay.
Same arms again. Find your front. One to jump and pivot to the other corner. Find your front and pivot to your other corner. And stretch up and down. 2, 3. And come up. And undo, change corners. Up and down. 2, 3. And undo. All right, nice work. I hope your
Thank you.
feels all right and feels good tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Like I said, I'm gonna wear my knee brace on Thursday when I do tap because it's a long day.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that felt pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm optimistic that I didn't set myself back too far.
Good. All right. Well, I'll see you next week.
Yep. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.